In this tutorial, we'll be working on this motion graphic animation from Visual Venture. Alright, before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button for more uploads. Alright, so in your composition, we're going to create a background. So in order to create a background, you can hit Ctrl Y, or you can do it manually like what I did. Then we're going to add a camera, then hit OK. So now what we must do now is we would like to create an orbit now with the camera that we have created. Then I would like to open this up a little bit, then make it a 3D. Go to 2 view, drag it to the behind, then hit S to scale it up like this. So now that we are done, you can drag the layers or the image to outcome and make it a 3D. Then I'll send it back like this. Then I'm going to use the S to scale it down as in the scale, then drag the other PNG image, that's the character, then we make it a 3D. Then from there you can drag it to the back and hit S to scale it down. So right now what I would like to do is to add the very red kind of light thing. I don't know what the name is, but or shadow or whatever, but you get what I mean. So right now I'm going to create an ellipse tool. So I'm going to create a shape like this. Then after you create the shape, I'll center the anchor point by clicking here. Then I want to align it to the middle. So when I've now drag it down, then we're going to add, or we'll go to the effects and preset, then we're going to add a Gaussian blur. So I'll drag the Gaussian blur to this, then I have to increase the Gaussian blur to watch the value you see. So this is what we're going to get at the end. So this is literally what we had. Then I'm going to reduce this a little bit, then drag it to the top. But after you get what you just saw or what you need to see, we are going to create another thing around the character. So I'm going to use my stroke. We turn off the fill of the stroke, then we'll make the stroke red, as in change it to the red color. Then I'll make a line like this. So when I'm done, I'll add a Gaussian blur to it, so it will look like this, as you can see. Then we would like to add one to the head too, so I'll just create one for the head like this, as you can see. Then we are done. So when you're done, this is what you're going to get. You're just going to pre-comp everything and it will look like this. Or if you feel like it's too much too, you can also go to your pre-comp and reduce the scale a little bit and do a little bit of adjustments, and then we are good to go. So now what we have to do, I would like to drag in my scope, right? So I'll open the 2 view, then I'll turn off this transparent layer by clicking here. Then I'm going to my projects. I'll click on my project. Then I'm going to drag in the scope image into a timeline. Then I'll drag it down. Then I would like to make it a 3D layer by clicking on it. And we just have to do make sure everything is 3D. So click on all the 3D. So I'll bring it behind the camera. So I have to make sure that it's at the middle, or it's pinpointed at the middle or the head of the character, as you can see. So you just scale it down. Then we would like to bring it to the top a little bit. So from there we just drag it to the left a little bit. Then this is what we are going to get. So from there I'm just going to my null, I'll hit on this, then I'll want to see if I can bring it behind the camera. So I'll drag it behind the camera like this. So this is how it is going to be like. So from there we just like, you get what I'm saying. Alright, so now we hit the position for the null, then I'll go back, hit another keyframe, go to the right, and I'm going to use this to drag the tool like this, hit F9, or go to your apply on your flowchart. Then this is how it looks when we play. I would like to go and scale it down as in the image, the scope. So when I scale it down to something like this, I think this is okay. Then when you're done, we just see how it looks now. So now what we have to do is to create our next scene or the next camera. So what I'll do is I'll select this keyframe and move to a couple frames, then I'll go to the top. So I'll drag to the top using the y-axis. So I'll drag to the top, then I'm going to drag this PNG image to this and add a fill color to make it white. So I'll look for a frame, then I'm going to hit my left bracket, then I'll drag it down below like this, then I'll make it a 3D, then I'll drag it to the top. So right now what we must do is to add the explosion effect and also work on the opacity animation. So I'm going to set this to 0, then I'll make a keyframe, then I'll move a couple frames, then I'll make it 100. So now this is how it's going to look, and we would like to add the explosion to it, right? So make keyframes an easy ease, then I'll drag the explosion to this, then drag it down below like this. Then I would like to see where it is needed, as in where I'm going to use the fire explosion, right? So now this is okay. So I would like to I would like to work on the keyframes of the opacity that we have. So I'll select all, then I'm going to reverse keyframe so that it becomes like this. So when it fades out, that's when the explosion comes in. You get it? So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to shift the keyframes to the left a little bit, then this is how it's going to work. Now I'm going to hit S to scale it down like this. Then I'm going to use a blending mode, right? So in order to use a blending mode, all I have to do is to switch the toggle. So I'll switch it, then I'm going to use an overlay. So I'll click on overlay, then I'll just see how it is. So this is how it's going to look, right? So now I would like to go to my only the explosion, right? Then I'm going to turn on the transparent, then I'm going to add a linear color key to the cloud, right? So I'll go back to my background, I hit S to scale, then I'm going to scale it up to fill the whole composition. So then now, like, this is what you have. I'm going to split the layer of my explosion, then we'll just close up these layers, right? So now I'll go to my project. Now what we must do is the third scene, right? So I'm going to drag this to create a composition, then I'll add my explosion effect or the video, then I'm going to scale it up like this. So when I'm going to make a track matte and toggle on this, so it's like this how it's going to look like. So after that we can go back to our main composition, then we're going to drag the comp to this image, right? So you can drag it down, then hit S to scale, then make it, after scaling it down, you make it a 3D. So I'm going to use my left bracket to shift it to the right side. Yeah, I guess so. Then I'm going to make it a 3D like this, then I'll drag it to the top. So what we must do is to do the same thing that we did for the first thing, right? So you must make sure that it's behind the camera. So you go to your tool view like this, then drag the image to be behind the camera like this, so that when we animate it, it becomes like the first one, right? You get what I'm saying, right? So I just have to do the same thing that I did. So I stretched out this keyframe, right? Then I copied the keyframe of the previous one like this and pasted it. So that's all I did. So that's what you're going to get. After that, you can just make a little bit of tweaking to see which one suits it best or which one makes it the perfect animation, right? Then I'm going to select all this and split the layers below, then delete them. So to split it, Ctrl+Shift+D, then I'll go back to my one view. So after that, I would like to increase, or I would like to extend the layer of the explosion a little bit like this, so that it can have, more space. Then I'll move the cameras to the right side because I want it to have more room for the third scene to appear. You get it? So I don't want it to rush in so quickly into the scene. So I'm going to hit S to scale down the machine. So this is what you have. So right now we're just going to add the source to it. So the source, that's the green the deep glow and the fractal noise. So that's literally what I added to the scene to give it this look. Check out the previous tutorial to see me doing everything from scratch, as in the source. Alright, so thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe and comment down below, and also hit the like button for more uploads. Thank you.